Alright, welcome back to MultiTap Gaming. And the senior here, and this is podcast episode 29. And once again, I'm joined by the lovely Ams, top left corner.
Cool, lovely.
And CJ down at the bottom as well. That's a nice mug you got over there as well today.
This whole thing.
It's a nice jumper you got on there as well. And,
you know how it is sometimes, innit? How have you lot been anyway? You been alright?
Alright. I've been sweet, man. I've been sweet. I've kind of started to enjoy this lockdown, to be fair, because but for the first time round, it was kind of like, yeah, we're on lockdown, but I want to go out. Nah, I don't care, man. Everybody's online. I jump online, I'm seeing 25 to 30 people online. I'm like, yep.
Listen,
it's time to play the game.
I'm telling you, before lockdown, yeah, you probably see like 10, 12 people max online.
Yeah.
Now everyone is back online, you know. I remember the first lockdown, yeah, coming on one time, I saw 100 people online. I couldn't believe it. There were so many people, I didn't even know they had PS4s. I swear down. So many people, yeah. So yeah, it's good to see anyway. Everyone's getting back into gaming a bit, innit? Yeah. Well, what about you, Amalek? Anyway, what you been saying?
Just enjoying my last week of holiday, man. Back to
you
work
became a
tomorrow.
sharp this week, innit? You became a sharp.
I played the best PlayStation Plus game they've released in like a year. Man-Eater. Platinum. 14 hours to finish on Platinum. Enjoyed my time.
Oh, you planned it, yeah?
Yeah, deleted it.
You see when Amanda does stuff like that, he's just naughty. Because he just basically called me out. He said, I've got another platinum, CJ. You know, how about that?
I also went back
silly indie games.
and played Miles Morales Platinum that and deleted that off there as well. Need to clear some space. So I clear some Platinums while I'm at it.
Okay, no problem.
Two Platinums in 1 week, okay. Yeah, sounds alright.
It was in one day, like.
One day.
I woke up at about 2 in the morning, played Spider-Man for 6 hours, platinum that.
What?
And then I just had to replay the New Game Plus. Everything else was done. So went back and played New Game Plus, platinum that, and then played Man-Eater the rest of the day. Finished that, platinum it.
You done 14 hours of Man-Eater in 1 day?
No, I'd played it the day before, so I think I'd done like 6 to 8 hours.
Of Man-Eater.
That's a lot of games.
When I tell you this game, I'm just swimming around as a shark and having fun. It doesn't make sense. I don't know why I enjoy it so much. I'm just a shark. It doesn't make. There's no like, you level up and stuff. There's a story, very basic, but you're literally just living life as a shark, eating things, and I enjoy it so much. I think it's because it's short enough where you don't get bored of it. But long enough where you're having experience. Like if I did that for 30 hours, I'd have got bored. But it was a nice sweet point.
Well, what is it? You're just eating people and fish.
Yeah, so you have like missions. So like some missions might be, I'll eat 10 turtles for population control. There's
for population control. What? When did he go population?
You have to keep the ecosystem right, innit?
Oh my God.
So who's eating you?
Things are trying to eat me. They're not succeeded because my shark knows how to battle.
Fair enough then, yeah. Fair enough.
But it's the big overarching story of hunters want to kill you, and there's one big hunter who really wants to kill you.
Oh, no spoilers, Ams. No spoilers.
They don't do it. That's just the setup of the game. But it's a nature documentary. You're a shark that's like a super predator. So there's other predators in the sea. It's just it's a good game. It's boss battles. It's got. I don't understand how they got so much into a game where you're literally just swimming around eating things and collecting things, but it's very fun for the short time it is.
Get your money's worth out of that PS Plus, eh?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, you got it.
Well, it is free anyway, so if anyone wants to download it, you might sort, to be honest, keep it in the library and then play it, innit? 15 hours. Yeah, it sounds decent.
Even less because I spent a lot of time just swimming around having fun. So you probably do it in like 12 hours, I think.
The thing is, I know I'm going to play it now just to prove a point, but I can't deal with the way he plays it.
Shocking.
Yeah, I'm just sitting there swimming around.
I was literally just swimming, eating things, jumping up. It's fun,
Something else, man.
Well, I think this week, what's called, obviously slightly won the Pro Clubs Division 1 trophy anyway. So, that was alright. Yeah, big up Amalek.
Not first though. Eh? Some of us got that done last week. To be fair.
Yeah, that's all right. Some of us done it in 15 seasons.
Yeah.
Anyway, but
It's all right, man. I get
Yeah.
inspired. Like people get
Yeah.
inspired by people like me. I understand.
nah,
They saw that I could win
Yeah.
it. They're like, you know what? Maybe we can do it. And
Yeah,
just
it's-
like,
We
Sorry.
thought if they could do it, then obviously we can. And we can.
Yeah, I mean, it only took us 15 seasons. But
Yeah, we done it the day. It's like 14. We're on our
Yeah.
15th season now.
Well, I done it in one. Because I decided to turn it on today and win Division 1. I won
Kieran
Division
came
1,
for the
so-
last match. That's it. He saw them 20 points. And like, I'm coming.
No, you're bluffing.
But yeah. So we done that, and then I'll speak to my brother, and he was like, he started playing Ultimate Team or whatever. So I was like, okay, let me try Ultimate Team. I haven't played this mode since like 2013 or something like that. So I'll go into it. There's just so many stuff on the screen. I don't know what's going on. All that. Yeah, go on. What were you gonna ask? What were you gonna
I was
ask?
gonna say, Adam, how much money have you spent?
I spent nothing. There is no way.
No.
I will never put my card information into that thing. But one thing I can tell you about the game is obviously when you start off with a rubbish team, unless you want to start putting money in or whatever. I'm playing against these people, yeah. They've got like R9 on their team, Neymar, blah blah blah, and you're playing against them. You're so trash at this game,
Yeah.
But you
Team is
can't
lit.
beat them
Oh, it's
because their
annoying.
team is too powerful.
Yeah,
and I've got Mark Noble centre mid. I'm like,
Hey. Man,
I'm
like
telling you
Mark.
now, yeah, that game, yeah, is the most toxic game I've ever played, yeah, since Modern Warfare 2. That is how toxic. Like, I'm not I'll never quit on FIFA. Like, I could be losing whatever, I'll play to the end. That game, yeah, I'll be getting banged there, and then they start doing them stupid skills and all of that kind of stuff. And you know they're trash anyway. Then they'll send you a message at the end of the game, yeah, and I'm thinking, fam, if I knew where you lived, I'm coming to your door. I swear down. Oh my gosh. Game is the most toxic trash I've ever played, honestly, man. But I love it.
But you know
I'm
what,
gonna
yeah,
continue.
it's bad because I'm telling you, that's the sort of anger that makes people spend their money.
Fam!
You gotta think, yeah, they're like, nah, I know I'm better than you. If I just had the players, I'll show you the real work.
It's pissing me off, honestly. It's really pissing me off because you can see my team is trash or whatever, yeah. And then you're trying all this nonsense or what, and I'm just like, if we just use like normal Man United, Man City, whatever it is, I'm going to work you so hard. You don't even understand what's gonna happen.
And the worst thing is the PS5 version. It's made it easier for people with good teams to win because the defending has changed. So if you just have Van Dijk and Varane or one of the two at back, they're impossible to get past.
Yeah.
And the player doesn't have to be good; they just have to have those players there, and they'll do the work.
Yeah. The game is messed up, man. But I'm gonna keep on trying anyway. So and then hopefully I'll try and get ready for next season anyway, and then see what it's saying in it. But it is very annoying. It's an annoying game. I'm liking it and I'm hating it at the same time. It's weird, man. It's weird, yeah.
I don't think I can go back to it. When I used to play it and I was sitting there and I couldn't use a player because he needed a certain length of time for the contract. I had to give him a new contract level. I was like, this is too much, man. It's too much, man.
It's way too much, way too much,
I just want to play football.
So it makes sense why people put money into it, innit? So,
Speaking of football games, though, they had PES, the 2021 update on the Game Pass. I downloaded it yesterday. They gave me everyone. I've got a full team. I don't know how, like, they're running, I think it was a New Year's giveaway. It's running till the 17th. They gave me Messi, Bruno Fernandes, Dybala.
That's on their first and former team?
Yeah, they gave me a full team of, like, high-rated players. Like, Messi is 94 to start or 96 to start, one of the two.
That's dumb.
And then they gave me, because you do certain stuff in the game that gives you coins, so I earned coins to then get more players. So my team's got even better. Like,
they're
they
smart
gave
though,
you,
because obviously they've realised that a lot of people are spending on FIFA. A lot of people. So if the only way you're going to get people that have spent loads of money now on FIFA onto PES is to give them the players that they want.
I feel like they always, it's less toxic because you can't buy players. You can only so you can't buy players from other people. So every year I've played PES, I've been able to get a legend without spending money. So there's always a chance, and there might be a pack that has high chance of legends that comes out. Just save your coins when it comes out, buy it, and you have a legend team. That's what's good about PES, but You don't like not having licenses. It's not the game for you.
Nonsense. No.
But you two are Man U fans, so if you do play my club, then you've got the Man U kit there. So
Oh, that's alright then.
they're a licensed team.
Oh, fair.
They might need to look into that. Well, by the way, speaking about PS5s, did any of you try to pre-order the black PS5 yesterday?
I bought 11.
If only that was true.
I
If
tried.
only that was true.
I went to their
Did you actually
website.
try it?
I went to their website at the time, and when I refreshed it, everything was gone.
I'll say the whole website was done.
Everything gone. There's just a blank page with their logo at the top. Then I went to their Twitter,
Wow.
and I guess Anda's going to explain what happened to them.
Well, did you try Kieran or? Oh yeah.
Nah. When that time I
you know
saw it,
what?
I wanted the controller for certain. I was like,
Yeah,
I'm just
yeah.
going to try and buy that. And there was nothing there by the time I clicked on it.
Yeah, for me, I didn't even bother even trying this. From time when I heard there was only 300, I think 304 PS5s available, I said there is no point.
And that's
Because You're
worldwide.
fighting against everyone in the world for 305, 300.
And America got it a day early.
Oh, what people were lining up from the day before?
So America's date to buy was the 8th, and ours was the 9th. So they got to go on a day early and get there. So I guess they would have put a certain amount of stock into the American one, and then a certain amount of stock to the worldwide one.
Oh, fair.
Okay, yeah. Well, I didn't bother trying, but then I woke up this morning, I was just looking through news and all of that, and I'm seeing that all of their pre-orders got cancelled, so apparently no one is getting the PS5. Everyone got, well, I think most people have got their money sent back now through PayPal or whatever it is. But what I'm hearing is that the people that released these new PS5s, I think they're called Supers or something like that, all of them are getting threats to their safety. They've had to close down their Twitter account. Like, why are people still sending out death threats or actual threats to people's safety in 2021? I don't get it. Like, what's going on?
Yeah. I don't even know what would have caused that though, but what, just because of the limited amount, or was it more about the scalpers that people saying they bought a load of consoles? So
Do you know? I think some people just get salty when you don't get what you want. Do you know what I mean? Because it's the same thing when the original PS5 first came out and people didn't get the PS5 on time. People were doing the same thing as well, complaining about loads of different things. Same thing with the Xbox Series X. But I don't get why you not getting a black PS5, which is exclusive and all of that. Why your first reaction is to send death threats to the people that have made and produced this? Like, I don't get. For me, I just don't get it. I don't get it.
there's no logic to it, innit? It's all emotion because logically there's only 300 consoles. Mate, you didn't even get
fighting
a
against
PS5
millions.
the first time, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Well, you're
Yeah.
gonna get one of 300. Like you're not using your brain. That's what it is. If you use brain,
try.
it wouldn't be.
You try, and if you don't get it, you move on. It's life.
But you know what? Yeah, can I ask?
Yeah,
Are we
go on,
sure
yeah.
that this company is legit? Because this is a real
True.
serious move.
True.
If it's not like
True,
these
true.
men might have just set this up. Yo, we've got a certain amount of orders, and they didn't realize the influx they were gonna get, and people might have paid, and then man just said, "Yep, close this company. We've got enough money before it goes too big, and then just get out of there, man.
Well,
I'll change my name."
There was a
do what
case
I
of
do.
that, like I think a year or 2 years ago. You see the Samsung Galaxy Fold phones,
Yeah.
when they first came out, and I think someone related to Pablo Escobar or whatever was trading out of Dubai or whatever. Said that, oh, I've got a gold one. It's got like a exclusive Pablo Escobar thing, blah blah blah, and I'm selling it for, I don't know, maybe 600, 700 £700 or whatever. So they sent it out to a lot of YouTubers. The YouTubers were promoting it, blah blah blah. When it came out, when it was like, I don't know, whatever date it's meant to come out, people were obviously paying for it. They closed the company and left it for the money. That's it.
They didn't
That's
send
it.
them out.
Yes.
But that one, they were even saying those were folds. They were saying they were the Pablo Escobar
Yeah,
phone.
Pablo Escobar
But
phone.
they just put a wrap on
Wrap on the fold. Yeah.
that they had bought up.
Yeah,
Smart,
crazy.
Smart.
But it is true though. But for me, I'm just wondering, like, where did I kind of know where it's probably started from here, but I was trying to think. I wanted to find out your thoughts here. Where did all these death threats for certain things come from? Do you think there's a reason why it's so prevalent now, or do you think it's just always been in us? Like, when you don't get your way, you just do it.
It's the
I think
access,
it's the
isn't it?
ease of it's ease, isn't it? It's because it's become so easy to threaten somebody and not have to be held accountable for it as well. Like some people do it, and we don't actually believe they're going to do anything about it. I don't believe they're going to take action on it, but it's an emotional bullying, isn't it?
Not
know
always.
That, if I'm not happy, I want to make somebody else not happy.
True.
Yeah, no, it's not always the case.
Sometimes they do act though, is what I'm trying to say. Like, there was a woman who done a piece on Cyberpunk, and she was upset because the game had flashing frequency that was almost similar to the one that was made to induce epilepsy.
Epileptic fits,
And she was epileptic, so she didn't like that. And some fans, I don't think CD Projekt Red will call them fans, but some fans took it upon themselves to be so angry with her. They were sending her videos to induce her epilepsy, the actual video to induce her epilepsy, which is assault, effectively.
Yeah. That's crazy.
But
like, what kind of anger or what kind of evil do you have to be to think, today I'm going to wake up and say, you've annoyed me so much that I'm going to try and mess your life up. What?
It's silly. But you know what it is, yeah? And the thing is, I think social media is such a good thing. Yeah? I think it's an excellent tool, yeah? But now with access to social media, it's so easy to get access to celebrities, so easy to get access to developers or whatever. So you just send them stupid messages or whatever, and eventually they're going to see it. Once they see they're trending on Twitter or Instagram or whatever it is, you're going to see it. And you can't hide from it. The only thing you can do is delete your whole account and then get away from it altogether. But it shouldn't be that way. But I don't know why people feel that that's the only way they can get at them, because you can't get something that you really wanted. It doesn't make sense.
In their head, it's not the real world, isn't it? Like, they go there, I'm a new person, I can do what I want. A lot of them don't even have their real accounts on there. So I think it's the anonymity with the access makes you think, oh, let me just do this.
Yeah.
Do you think it's a choice then? Because like, even for example, for us, we know certain things that we probably maybe shouldn't say, or it'd be easy to say, but there could be backlash on what you said and that judgment.
Yeah.
So is that an educational thing that we know not to do that, or is it just more the fear of the backlash that you could receive? Because if you don't live in fear and you're like, I'll take the backlash, maybe that's why they're so free to speak the way they do.
It's emotional maturity. Like, we know we want to say things, but we know how to handle our emotions, and we know, maybe I shouldn't say this. One, because it's not going to make a difference, and two, I'm just screwing over someone else's day for no reason. So we walk away. Them guys, they fester and they think. I don't want to say guys. When I say guys, I mean people.
People in general, yeah.
It's not gendered for me. So these people, they're just angry and they don't know how to deal with it. They don't know how to handle their emotions, so they just unleash. And I don't know why they're so angry. Maybe they feel like they're entitled to certain things they didn't get. But
I think what you were saying as well about how you can go into Twitter and you can make an account, like an anonymous account. No one knows your real name or whatever, and average Joes like us won't be really able to find your name. It's only unless someone really knows what they're doing behind the computer, they might be able to find your details. So it's so easy to just go in it, send a message to CDPR, whoever it is that you're pissed off with today, and no one knows. No one can track you down. Because you don't have to verify yourself when you join Twitter. You don't have to fill in any details. That will kind of identify yourself. So you just go in it and then you just start sending stupid messages or stupid videos or whatever it is, or just trolling people on the internet. And I don't know, man.
That's why no one's gonna troll anonymous. You're not gonna troll anonymous because they will find you, and your details will go out to the world.
But the thing, you have to be careful, because I mean, even look at this week, like what happened in Capitol Hill. Like, people will act on their threats. Like, you just need one person that's gonna say, you know what, I said I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna find where you live, and I'm gonna do this today.
Especially when the terrorist leader is the leader of their country. So.
We won't get into that part. Let's leave that alone for a minute.
Amalek revealed his political views.
Well, I'm hoping like all of the people involved in that are all alright anyway, and I feel
free to send us a console if you like.
Exactly,
I
yeah.
wanna buy the black
We're
one.
for you, don't worry about it. Yeah, we're
we
for you.
support-
You can drape it in the Confederate flag if you want. I'll still take it. I don't know what's going to happen to the flag, but the PlayStation will be used.
Yeah, we're all for you, but yeah, in all honesty, yeah, hopefully you're all alright as well, yeah. This week as well, people have been rumouring that a new Switch is going to come out, which should be called a Switch Pro. There's a guy that apparently looks into firmwares of new software and all of that kind of stuff, and apparently he's seen information about the new Switch Pro, which apparently might come with an OLED screen for the docked version and also 4K UHD visuals as well on top of that as well. So, I mean, the original Switch came out, I think, 2016, and that one is 1080p on an actual TV. So for it to go to 4K, it's going to be a massive difference. But first of all, do you think that the Switch has that kind of power to even output 4K visuals on TV? And do you think that it will be a game changer when it actually does come out as well?
I'd like to take the lead, Ams. What do you reckon?
I don't think it'll be a game changer. At the moment, it doesn't have the power, but if they add more to the dock, I feel like they can just put stuff in the dock to make it more powerful, and that will push it up a bit. They're releasing their mid-gen console when the other companies have just released their first one. I think that's crazy.
Yeah.
But I also think they need 4K. If they want to be able to have the third-party games, which people don't necessarily get a Switch for the third party, but I would assume that Nintendo, as well as being the console people get for their exclusives, they also want to have the ability to be the people's main consoles.
Yeah.
And they need 4K to do that.
I think they're trying to take a chance here on the fact that people, Xbox and PlayStation haven't been able to supply the demand that is required for their consoles. And if they can do it right and get this in this kind of window, there's an opportunity for people to still buy. I don't know why, because I don't feel like there's a need for a new Nintendo console yet. But like you said, Ams, like if they fall behind the pack now, which they already are without 4K, they're only going to fall further and further behind. If they've got the capability now to push on it, they have to get 4K out ASAP. Because if they're looking for the console that's then going to compete after that, you can't tell me it's going to be a 4K console. That's the bare minimum now. Like that's yeah. So it has to be done. I don't think it's going to cause. No, that's a lie. People buy consoles. People buy Switches in it. If my Switch could go from 1080 to 4K, you're probably gonna get the new Switch in it at the end of the day. It's not gonna change many games for a lot of people, but just to say that I've got the new console, it's like anything. Like we've bought the PS5s now. I don't know how you feel about the Xboxes as well, but I think I could have my PS4 on. And I'm getting the exact same performance. I'm getting the exact same games. It doesn't seem like a massive jump to me at the moment. Obviously we know what the consoles are capable of, but we bought it because it's the next console. Not because it can do. It has so much. It's the next console. It is what it is. If you are someone that has Switches or always bought Nintendos, you're gonna buy the next one. So it doesn't matter what you do. You're gonna pay. They got you in a chokehold. You can't get out.
well, both of you have Switches in it, but you see when you normally play it, do you normally dock it to the TV or do you normally just play it handheld?
Handheld.
I'm normally on holiday, so handheld.
Because then the 4K thing is not gonna affect you lot at all, to be honest. Because I think it's gonna be max 720 1080p or something like that handheld. So it's not gonna be 4K.
It's really tough to get 4K gaming on a handheld.
Yeah, especially
and if they do,
that's small.
That's gonna cost like £900.
That's small, and for a TV, it's not.
And it's just gonna overheat all the time. You can't call them components in such a small device. No way.
So then ultimately, do we think that there might be the capability of just an upgraded dock? Or they have to change the whole console? I think
if they're changing the screen to OLED, that will improve the quality overall of the graphics, even if it's still in a lower resolution because it's a smaller screen. I think the OLED will improve the quality a lot because I think phone screens.
A lot of them are OLED now.
Yeah, they're OLED now,
Yeah.
and not many of them are 4K. But they still look very good because of the size and their OLEDs. So I think it will improve the experience. But I just don't play my Switch. I have one and I don't play it. They're not releasing games that I care about. I didn't care about Animal Crossing. There's too many Pokemon for me to care about it anymore.
Yeah.
If they done a Pokemon Red and Blue remake with the original Pokemon, I'll buy that. But I can't keep track of all these Pokemon, man. So a lot
It's
of
so
stuff,
bad, yeah. I don't want to go too far to it, but that Pokemon one, that's what rattles me. It's like I put on the game and I don't even know what I'm capturing at this stage. Like, it's just, are you gonna be good in the future?
Fam,
Like,
there
we'll
was
never
meant to
know.
be
Like.
150 Pokemon. There's now
It,
thousands. I don't know what's going on.
I don't know, man. So yeah, sorry. That's something that's been triggering me for a while. Like I really want to play Pokemon, but I don't know them. I really don't know who I'm capturing, so it's not worth it.
So yeah, you have to be in that scene to know what's going on right now. To be honest,
too old.
But the Switch. What was I going to say? The Switch. Can you watch movies on your Switch?
I'm sure people have. I don't think the functionality is there at the moment.
Because I'm thinking maybe that's what they're pushing towards, because that could be a good avenue to take.
True. It's kind of like a tablet, isn't it?
You understand? If you could then put, the streaming services on it, Netflix, your Amazons and stuff like that, that would be a whole different. That would be a game changer. Because I'd rather take my Switch out with me and watch a movie than have to use my phone. My phone battery dies, and then also with that as well is that Sony have just brought out their own subscription service for. Their Brava TVs. I'm not sure the exact TV name, but basically, if you buy that Make of TV, there's a streaming service on there. So they've made their own type of Netflix, Amazon, and that's kind of the avenue they're taking. It's magic. That's something I just read randomly. In my head, but so already we know if Sony's going down that platform, they're looking to make real money through streaming services.
100%.
Eventually, that will come to the consoles, and if they get it right, they'll probably remove. Well, I say they probably will. They might remove the other streaming services and just have their own one. And I don't know about you guys, but I use my Netflix on here. I use my Amazon on here. I use YouTube on here. So if they get their streaming services right and they get the right licenses on it, I don't see why that wouldn't take off. And if Nintendo are doing that, I wouldn't be surprised if they bring their own form of streaming service to the Switch.
Just bare anime.
That's the right way to go, If they can get Crunchyroll on there or something as well.
That's what
that's it. So, finished.
I think I'm the only Switch owner that doesn't care about anime. I might as well
really?
They all do. They love it, man.
Yeah, no, but I feel like you love it too, having it, man.
Huh?
Love it too, having it. You love it too. You just don't want to say.
There's 3 animes that I like, and they're Dragon Ball, One Punch Man, and Baki. Anime fans will hate me so much for saying those 3.
Oh man, yeah, that's true. That's true. But you don't have to like everything, Hamlet. Just gotta like a little bit.
It's true, yeah. So speaking about anime, I did try to continue watching Attack on Titan actually. So I finished season 1. I am watching it very slowly, to be fair, but But yeah, it's been alright, to be honest. I still got my issues with the show and all of that, but it's actually been quite a good story, to be fair. I can't lie, to be fair. So,
come on, man, yeah. Power through. You can do this.
I know I've still got like 50 more episodes, but I'll get there eventually. Well, one thing I wanted to pick up on here, because you were saying about the PS5 that you don't see a massive jump from the PS4 itself. Like, what were you expecting to see when you got the PS5?
Not necessarily that I'm not appreciating the features and the display and what the controls can do. I just think I was expecting maybe more games. I think I needed more games and a difference between the games as well, so that if I'm buying something on PS5, I'm getting something that someone on PS4 doesn't have. Yeah. Because ultimately, it sounds selfish, but I'm being very selfish. Yeah. I want to know you cannot have it.
I think
why did I rush and stay up and try and get the console? Well, I say I stayed up, but that was you guys. But shout out to you. Stay up to be online to try and make sure you can pre-order your console. And like once I've got it, you're not even giving me nothing different to what anyone else can have. Like
I think you're getting better experiences. So like FIFA on PS5 plays better than FIFA on PS4. overall.
That's the first difference I've seen. To be fair,
Miles has ray tracing and higher quality textures on PS5. Demon Souls, you can't play that on PS4.
yeah. But if you couldn't play Spider-Man on PS5, I'd be happy. But I'm watching people on my thing playing Spider-Man and they're like, this game's so great, and I'm just like...
And it's true, judging from how the original Spider-Man played on PS4, I wouldn't have mind playing Spider-Man Miles Morales on PS4 as well, to be honest. I don't think... Don't get me wrong, I think it looks amazing on the PS5 and all that, like, especially because I've gone from basically a 1080p TV to a 4K TV now, so...
Yeah.
But... Yeah, as Kieran is saying, everyone's playing it on the PS4. It worked well on the PS4, the original, so I don't think it would have been much of a difference. I still think I would have rated it a 9 out of 10 game, even if I'd played it on the PS4 anyway. So, at the moment, I'm kind of the same. I mean, apart from the controller, which adds a lot, although I think it's a bit gimmicky as well at times as well. There's the first 2-3 months it's been out, I don't really... I don't know. A lot of people keep on asking me, is the PS5 worth it? And I keep on telling them right now, I don't think it is.
It depends what you buy.
You can't buy it right now, but I don't think it is right now, to be honest.
I think it's a lot of the games are a better experience. So if you're just looking for an overall better experience, solid frame rate, stuff like that, then I think it is worth it. If you can
have to have the TV for that, Hans.
But even like games like Ghost, you can now run in the higher texture, higher quality mode with 60 frames. I think even the upgrade to PS4 games, if you haven't played them yet, is worth it.
Yeah, but that's the thing. How many games haven't you played? All the best games we've played. So why should I? No, but we've played. Why should I pay a new console to play a game that I already had? And now it can do what it was supposed to be able to do anyway.
It depends what you buy in it, because I have a lot of games on my PS5 that I play at the moment, and it depends what type of games you're into. The more games you're into, the more you'll get out of it. So like if you play 2K and that's the only game you play, it's probably worth getting a PS5. If you play only FIFA, the gap's there, but it's not as big a gap as there is in 2K in terms of how the game plays. So it just depends what you play. So like I have like 5-6 PS5 games I play. And I'm getting the most out of them at the moment.
I think it's ultimately just down to being selfish, because even then, like you say, that FIFA has a jump, but really this last 2 months I've been still playing the PS4 version of FIFA, because all my friends are still playing the
because they want to take their time.
So you're not really getting nothing out of anything. Do you know what I mean? Like after that, man, I just want to be selfish. I just want stuff for the console that other people can't have. Otherwise,
I'm the same as well.
It's like I guess it's, you know what? It's just like buying a new pair of sunglasses or something. It's doing the exact same job. You've just got a nicer pair. Do you know what I mean? Like, ultimately, that's how it feels like for this console.
I don't feel that I should be recommending you to play PS4 games on a PS5.
No.
Because,
that can't be your argument for why the PS5 is good. Exactly, because it makes your PS4 games better.
And that's additional games, though, isn't it? For me, the controller, I love it. I think the games that are optimized for it, like Demon Souls, like Miles Morales, they are amazing to play with the full features.
Definitely.
If you want to buy it, then buy it. If you're happy to continue playing PS4, then continue playing PS4 until you feel like there's more games, I think.
Yeah. I mean, even the controller, the controller is amazing. I definitely, when I think about it now, and the hours I spend with I've played this console now compared to how I used to play the PS4. Even the PS4, I used to rub on one of my nails on my finger and it used to hurt, so I could play after a certain amount of time. Like, I haven't even noticed that on this console. So it sounds silly, but it's such a minor thing that makes such a big difference to the length of time I'm actually playing the console.
Especially when you go back to holding that PS4 controller and you feel how light it is, you're like, what the hell is this about? Yeah, it feels very wrong. And the funny thing is, even if you go back to PS3, PS2, PS1, they all feel worse and worse the further you go in it. So
over time,
I think they've got it right now. maybe PS6, I might be saying the PS5 controller was rubbish. Yeah, who knows? Yeah, so but yeah, for me, I think even though I find the controller gimmicky, I think it's probably the best aspect of it right now, to be honest. Anyway,
and the download speeds. Someone can tell me I want to play this game in an hour, and it'll be ready to play in an hour.
Yeah.
True.
That's mad. I downloaded the old multiplayer for Call of Duty and Warzone, and I went downstairs, made a drink, come back up. Like it said like 15-20 minutes. It was done.
Yeah,
like
done.
that.
Yeah,
and I was like, these are like, oh, so you want to play? So you're gonna join us tomorrow? I was like, no, I'm going to play today. You don't think you're all gonna sit online and play that game? And I bought the new one.
Sit here and watch.
And you don't even play? Never. Download that right now. So yeah, that's good as well. To be fair.
Yeah. It does have its benefits and stuff like that in it, but right now
we're not knocking the console.
Right now, if you're a casual gamer, I wouldn't say unless you got the 450 just there, you don't mind spending or whatever. But if it's something that you have to save up for or whatever, I would say honestly wait until summertime or something like that when a couple more games come out, and then after that proper enjoy it kind of thing. So yeah, that's it. But still speaking about Sony as well. One thing we didn't mention when at the Game of the Year awards is that Sony games have won the past 3 in a row, and these are Sony exclusive games. Well, apart from Death Stranding is on PC as well, but yeah. So in 2018, God of War, 2019, Death Stranding, and last year, The Last of Us 2.
They won the most
awards. They're cleaning up. Yeah,
that's the most awards across the internet as well. The highest amount of awards across the internet, which is crazy.
Yeah, really cleaning up, man. Because I mean, even last year, Ghost of Tsushima came third as well. Hades was second. But can anyone stop Sony this year?
They're about the games. So like, this is why I have a bias towards Sony. It's not about the controller they brought in is a bit. They wanted to introduce new gimmicks, but their focus is the games, and that's what's important in gaming. I'm not looking for a media box. I'm not looking for all these new features that doesn't improve my experience in gaming, and they're just giving me great games.
Yeah.
And I think it will continue. This year they've got, it's rumoured God of War and Horizon, but I think it would just be Horizon. But the thing is, I have no reason to believe they're going to delay God of War massively. The last God of War was delayed, but it wasn't announced properly. They delayed it silently, so it was being rumoured to come out in 2017.
And then 2018,
it ended up coming out in 2018, but they didn't say it's coming in 2017.
Because that's what I was about to say to you. I was like, what's the point of keep saying, why give a date when you don't know where you're at? Like, that doesn't make no sense.
When it's ready, that's when you release it.
Yeah, it's not often that Sony massively missed their release date, so maybe they will get both out. Who knows? It seems unlikely.
Is anyone going to compete with those 2 games?
No, that's 1 and 2 at the Game Awards. It's actually 1 and 2.
I don't have faith in Halo.
Halo might be third.
I don't have faith in it at all. But if Xbox managed to do it properly, it could be a potential game of the year.
Yeah, I'm waiting to see. That could be the difference of whether I get the Xbox still. It sounds crazy, but like now that I've got my PlayStation, and I just think you lot seem to be enjoying your Xbox quite a bit more than the PlayStation at the moment. If there's going to be something that's going to make me buy the console, it'll be Halo. So I do hope it does well. Or I don't know, actually. My pocket's hoping it doesn't do well.
I'm hoping... So we saw the medium gameplay.
Yeah.
And I'm not impressed at all with what I saw.
I liked it. I can't lie.
I think
I thought it looked good.
I think it looked okay. I wasn't impressed at all. So I'm hoping the quality goes up in the exclusives. But
what was it you didn't like about it though?
It just seemed like her movement was janky. The voice matching to her mouth seemed a bit off. I was looking at it as like, really, next gen? I wasn't convinced. The rendering 2 worlds at once, that's next gen tech. But overall, I was like,
I'm like, you
I don't know, man.
like
I don't
game.
think I agree with you.
Yeah, I don't think he wants to like the game.
Yeah.
No, I've had it
agree.
downloaded for a month. I've been ready to play it, waiting for it.
Mm-hmm.
And when I saw it, I was like, does this look that good? I just wasn't convinced by what I saw. A lot of people love it. A lot of people wanted the static camera. I don't like it.
I don't like that Resident Evil style.
I think we're beyond that
it gets
now.
on my nerves. Yeah.
I do enjoy horror games, but yeah, I don't know. Even the monsters that are walking around, it seemed a bit janky, and I was like, oh.
Yeah, but the monster was see through. You couldn't even see the monster.
Well, you saw them in the other world. The movement overall just seemed a bit janky, and I was like, oh, I don't know. But I'm still gonna play it. We'll see how it is. For me, I don't know if it looks as good as I was expecting. Like a new horror experience that was gonna be amazing.
Yeah.
And from what I saw, I'm like.
So what are you comparing it to? Because that's what at the moment it seems like you've got a game in your head that you're like, it's not better than this right now. So how good is this?
Well, horror games haven't been around for a while, so like Resident Evil 7, that was a new take on horror, where they went back to their roots but done it a different way. First person. You still had weapons to use. Maybe it's the lack of action that I'm not liking. In terms of
they might not be showing anything right now.
Maybe they're not showing it.
It was just a quick 15-minute gameplay thing in it. They showed in it, so.
But I'm not expecting like massive action in this game.
Yeah.
I would have liked a defensive thing, so maybe a blast that blinds them so you can get away, something like that. It seemed like a lot of hiding.
Call of Duty's been taken over, sir. He wants a flashback.
No, but like so like you couldn't really kill them in Resident Evil, but you had guns to protect yourself so you can get away from them.
Yeah.
And the butterfly shield looked good. That's the one part I was like, okay, that's pretty cool. But overall, I was watching, I was like, I'm not excited for this anymore.
To be honest, I have a feeling what they've showed is probably close to the start of the game.
Yeah, very
minimal. So you probably you're probably gonna gain abilities or gain weapons or whatever. But I feel like they've showed us the start of the game. Just they don't want to spoil anything right now. Yeah, to be honest,
Could be.
But for me, I think the game will be like an 8 out of 10 game anyway. Just from watching that 15 minutes, I could be very, very wrong, but it looks to me like when it comes out, I feel like it's gonna get like 8s across the board or something like that. So. Which I think it's good, to be honest. Yeah, I think it's good.
Cyberpunk's probably a 7, 8, and that's a very fun game.
So what? So you're saying this could be a 7 for you? What are you thinking Halo's going to be?
I think horror fans might love it. It might be a 9 for a horror fan.
I didn't ask about horror fans. I asked about you.
If this, it'll probably be a 6 or 7. If it's what 6? I saw, that's how I felt.
Oh,
wow. You don't respect Xbox, that's what it is.
I do!
You slap a slow Sony badge on that, that's a 9.
That's a lie.
That's a lie.
Exactly. That's a 9.
Because I play my Xbox, and there's good games on Xbox. That's not one of the ones I was looking for.
Cool story, bro.
Yes.
I've got the original Fable downloaded on my Xbox.
I've got Xbox friends.
Exactly.
Of course I like Xbox. I've got loads of Xbox friends.
I feel like I played the most diverse range of Xbox games. I played Ori, I played Fable, Gears. I played a lot of Xbox games. It's just maybe this one's just not for me. I am looking forward to all of their Obsidian games. Looking forward to Fable. That's probably not coming this year. I'm not looking forward to Halo because I don't like it. If it was Gear 6, I'd be looking forward to it, but I'm not looking forward to Halo. So I don't know if Xbox are going to do anything for me this year, unless they have a bunch of games that they haven't released, announced coming out. But I don't know.
Yeah.
From what I remember, it's this and Halo.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, those are the main exclusives they got coming out this year. Yeah.
PlayStation doesn't have much more, to be honest.
Yeah. Yeah, well, we just have to wait and see how the year goes, innit? So I think all of them are just testing the waters right now, innit? Yeah, so I think it should be a good game, to be honest. Yeah, for Xbox to lead with this one was technically their second game. Yeah, I think it should be good anyway. So I can't wait to see it. And last but not least, we were talking before we even started this chat about gaming chairs, and Amda, you were saying that you're looking to get one in it.
Yeah.
The Secret Labs one. I don't know how you can spend 400 and something pound on a gaming chair. I can't.
Of course.
I don't get it.
I'm looking at
I don't get it.
chair and bed at the moment combined. It's going to cost me like over $1,000. Once I get
for
my
a sofa bed.
I want to get a Simba mattress, so I want to get a new frame, a new wooden frame, and a Simba mattress. Once I've done all of this, I'm spending like 1,600 once I put it all together. But I think it's important to have the higher quality one for my back, for better night's sleep. I think it's you spend so much of your life sleeping, and so much of it sitting in a chair, especially now with all the
Are you gonna
lockdowns.
sleep in that chair? Because you said
You better sleep in that chair. Yeah, if it's £400, you have to sleep in that chair.
I said he woke up at 2 a.m. and started playing games for the whole day. he's you know what? To be fair, you're spending more time in your chair than your bed. So
but even if I wasn't like,
surprised.
Let's say I'm at home.
On the bed.
If I'm at home, I don't just want to be laying in bed. So we don't really use my living room. That's just where the cats go now. So I'm mostly in this chair or in my brother's room chilling with him.
Yeah.
So if I'm in this chair watching TV, if I'm here editing, if I'm here gaming, I need something that's going to support my back so that I'm not going to bed every day with a broken back.
Alright, so 2 questions, right? How important is it to have a good setup for gaming? That's going to be one of them. But the other one is, alright, you're going to pay this £450 chair. What's going to be the massive difference? Why are you not getting the £351? Why are you not buying the £1,000 chair? I think once you mark maybe 150, anything after that is just the brand or the brand name or whatever.
The 450 is for the bigger one. So I'm a bigger guy, I need a bigger chair.
Yeah.
Rather than the smaller one, which is their base model.
Okay.
And I'm not going for 1,000 because I don't think the money to comfort level increases enough for me to go to 1,000.
Oh, not from £450.
Not from 450, no.
But anything below that, the comfort level.
But I've looked at reviews, and the Secret Labs one is the one that people say, this is good quality for money.
Mm-hmm.
And
but you know what? Sometimes some people just buy something more expensive and just say, in their head it's better quality because it costs £100 more than the other one.
Oh yeah, sometimes. I don't know if it's the case because it's quite.
This is not one of those times.
I think it's quite a consistent view that Secret Labs have high quality chairs. They get sent straight to you, easy to put together, comfort. I could go for something like a Noble chair that's cheaper, and I've heard good things about it, but I haven't heard as many good things about it. It's not in as many top gaming chair lists.
Yeah.
I could go for something like an X Rocker, but I've sat in one before and it's not as comfortable for me.
Yeah.
So I think this is the way to go for me. And the same with the Simba mattress. I could go for something cheaper, but I've seen reviews about Simba mattresses and people love them.
Yeah.
No, that's fair. That's fair. But then, alright. So, is the chair just because of the time you're spending when you're playing games, or is it? Do you think that the chair is going to add more to your experience in gaming?
For me, it's just the comfort and looking after my back. So like, especially with lockdowns, I spend a lot of time in my chair. If I'm working from home, I'm doing more than 8 hours in that chair throughout the day.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
That includes my day of work, my gaming after my day of work, maybe sitting and watching something during the day. I'm in this chair. So I think it's important to have something that's going to support you the whole day.
Yeah, no, you know, I can't argue with that argument because I think about it. I said to someone the other day, like, I got this chair from work, just a standard office chair, can lean back and stuff, but you'd even see during the podcast, I cannot sit still. I have to move around all the time because it's just so uncomfortable. It's comfortable, but I'm not comfortable. And I think to myself, actually, you're right. I get up from 9 to 5. I'll be in this chair. After that, I've done my training or whatever. You probably come back in your room and you don't want to sit on your bed all day. Like, so you sit back in the chair. If you're sitting downstairs, maybe on the sofa or whatever. But yeah, like Alex says, I've got my setup in here, so I don't spend time in there. And I just don't know if I could say $450 on a chair. I don't know, man. I've spent more, I spent more or less. If it's funny, because I spent more or less And if you think about it, you like you said, you'd spend on a mattress because you spend a lot of time there. If you spend a lot of time in your chair, maybe I'll buy like a sofa, an armchair or something, or a rocking chair. Just something different.
I have a question for you two. So for your gaming setup, what is the one thing that you would like? I know obviously I'm like you're saying the chair, but apart from the chair, what is the one thing that you would like to add to your gaming setup right now? If anyone could buy you anything just to increase your gaming, like your gaming experience, what would it be?
I'll go first if you like.
Yeah, go on. Yeah.
I don't know if you're looking to buy me something. You can buy me an Xbox. That is great.
Xbox.
Buy me an Xbox. It will add to my whole gaming experience. I've got my boy here. But, he needs a friend, so feel free. Feel free to.
No, but I need nothing, mate. You need to ask Santa. Yeah.
I think mine's either a new TV or I've already got 4K, but I want a better TV and a bigger TV because I like to be inside the game. Or a gaming PC, a powerful one, like with a 3080, so that I can do like. I'm all about graphics, so if I can get a game running even better than the consoles, like my laptop can do good, but with the 2070 it's kind of similar to the, or even less in a lot of places than what the PS5 and Xbox Series X can do. So if I can get a full gaming PC with like a 3080, that would be good to be gaming in 4K with ultra settings. Yeah, that would be good.
Well, if anyone wants to buy me an 83-inch LG TV, I'll send you my address.
TVs are good, man. I want a 65-inch. I've got a 55 in my room at the moment. But I want to be inside the game. When I'm playing COD with CJ, I put my glasses on so I can see further, and I get close. I push my table right up to the TV. When I'm calling it out, I'm saying there's a guy over there, and I can see him. Inside.
It's sad though because no matter how close you get to that screen, you're never gonna get close to my scores. So
This Call of Duty scoundrel. I beat him once though, so gaming skills for the win.
I think you're right,
guys. Well, that was a good one anyway. Once again today. Once again, it's MultiTap Gaming and it's podcast 29. I hope you enjoyed it. Please make sure to like, subscribe, comment on the channel as well, ask us any questions or put forward any topics you want us to speak about in the future as well. But from the MultiTap Gaming team, have a good one. Take care. We'll see you soon. Peace.
Peace.